Don't look down, that's giving vertigo. Impromptu vlog time with a lot of me, which is why I kind of started my YouTube channel really. It's a friend that I haven't seen in a while, and it's going to be like a whole new bunch of people. Because if things start to break down, like not in the way that you think, it can really set you going even more. So before we start any kind of discussion or anything, of course, we have to do a room tour. Obviously, I stayed in the Midland last time. This is the Hotel Brooklyn on Portland Street, which I've never stayed in before, same with the Midland, but as much as I was like, I'm never staying in another hotel ever except in the Midland, and then I was like, well, they don't have availability for the dates that I need it for. Room tour, so big mirror, which I didn't have last time, which is great. I love like a full-length mirror to expose how short I am. 5'5" is nothing to scoff at, it's above average height, shush. Anyway, so we have, this is the front door. We have like a little wardrobe thing here with an iron and everything, safe obviously, this really nice fridge that has 2 spring waters, which again, I'm scared to touch things in hotels in case you get charged extra. So I might leave those. I don't know. But it's nice just to have like a fridge here, I suppose. We didn't have that in the Midland. Obviously, mandatory tea and coffee drinkers, which I don't do. Coffee machine, I don't use that. Ignore the mess on the bed, but this is the bed, very nice. Because this is Brooklyn, everything's like New York themed. It's really cool. I really like the branding in here. Really love that sort of illustration. You've got like a sort of New York, like 1920s sort of newspaper going on over here. You've either got books, you've got the Great Gatsby, there's Guys and Dolls underneath there, musical theatre fans, where you at? And I'm yet to see if this is a smart TV yet. I hope that it is. If you watched my last vlog, go watch the last vlog, it was great. But I really hope that we get consistency with that. And look, they even have like an old phone, look at that, that's so cool. And this is obviously a light, like touch activated lamp, that's cool. That'll be nice for doing my makeup in later, possibly. Another mirror, hello. But yeah, that's the view. I'm trying to figure out how to part these curtains. I think okay, it's over here, because I want to show you the view. I mean, not that it's that great, it's a vertigo inducing kind of drop there, because I'm on the 8th floor, which is at the top floor, but look at that. There's like the skyscraper. It has been raining today, which to be fair is giving quite an aesthetic shot here, but there's all the Manchester skyscrapers over there. There's like kind of some building work, cranes. Yeah, this is the view. I don't really want to. Don't look down. That's giving vertigo. No, we're just gonna do that again. But yeah, so I'm gonna go get some food, and we're gonna sit down a little bit later because this is like an unconventional vlog. I'm gonna talk a little bit about like deep topics while I get ready. So that's the plan. Wish me luck as I go for like a bit of a shopping trip and like some little last minute essentials and some food. And yeah, also, I mean, the humidity is not doing my hair any good, but it was a really good wash day today. And I mean, I'll just insert like the Instagram story that I posted when I first washed my hair. But like right now, I think it's because I had it in my jacket, but it's just, it ain't giving anymore, so I'm gonna have to fix that a little bit before I go out. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a weird night. I can already tell this is gonna be an interesting little trip. But yeah, it is what it is. And already we've had like a couple of unexpected events happen, so Jesus, take the wheel. I'm gonna talk about that a bit later. Hello, impromptu vlog time. Alright, this is, I'm kind of rushing because as normal, I'm kind of late, so, but instead of doing like my normal sort of solo date vlog, which is what I normally do, that's not going to work being over there. What I actually wanted to do, let's go on top of the toilet, what I actually wanted to do is, so I'm going to be doing this a lot, to get stuff from there. Also, bathroom tour, look at this mirror. This is so cool, this is going to be so useful. It's like one of them like Vogue adverts. I forgot my moisturiser, one second. Okay, so this video really is like the first in a series that I want to do about sort of glowing up and advice that I can give based on life experience over like my past like almost 11 years on YouTube, right? So, because I've been through a lot of eras, especially with like my self-confidence, and you can probably tell from the title today we're going to be talking about social anxiety, getting over social anxiety as somebody who maybe didn't grow up with a lot of friends, or you know, was maybe bullied a lot, which kind of depleted their self-esteem, which, hi, that was me. That was a lot of me, which is why I kind of started my YouTube channel, really, because it was a way to escape from that, a way to potentially find a community of people who didn't hate me for no reason, you know? So, starting off with that, like being on YouTube and social media and putting myself out there and having that as an outlet was really, really helpful. Also, yeah, the acoustics in here are crazy. I was singing in here earlier, like, oh, this is a fun acoustic, but it's very echoey, so you're just gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, so social anxiety. So why I wanted to talk about this today was because, sorry, I'm wetting my sponge. Because the event that I'm here for is, well, it's a political YouTubers event. If you follow my podcast, you know who I'm on about. I talk about them a lot, but it's a friend that I haven't seen in a while, and it's going to be like a whole new bunch of people, and I don't really know how it's going to go down, and that's bringing a lot of like, my brain does that thing, and I'm sure people can relate, where it starts to kind of fantasize about all these different scenarios that could possibly happen, who's going to be there, what's going to happen if this person's here, and what might go down in this way, which isn't necessarily healthy. And I just want to kind of share this conclusion that I came to today. Also, this is the NYX eye primer. I'm going to try and go through like this fairly quickly with like, the products I'm using, but this is the NYX Ultimate Eye Base that I use all the time. Has a bit of pigment in it, love it to bits because my eyelids are crazy oily. But yeah, so as I say, I haven't seen this friend in a while, and as I say, my brain's going through all these different things about who's going to be there, what's going to happen if this person's here, which, as I say, is not necessarily very healthy, and I struggled with that for a while, kind of building up expectations for things, and I thought that it was helping my confidence, like trying to sort of practice scenarios, like how I would react in certain ways, but then that ends up just being like, if that thing doesn't happen, then I'm extra anxious and it just spirals, which isn't good, obviously. So yeah, it's all been a bit mad. So I just wanted to make this little discussion as I put my makeup on, e.l.f. brow gel, just as I put my makeup on, just to kind of share a little bit of how I've been dealing with that, like today and like in general. So I've tended to be an observer like my whole life as well. I should probably note that, which basically just means that emotional intelligence wise, for some reason, I can read situations a lot quicker and a lot more thorough and a lot deeper than a lot of my friends or a lot of people I know, which, hell, that probably is just like a symptom of anxiety as well, I won't lie. And like what I'm talking about, coming up with scenarios and like going through everything in your head, but it has come in useful being that kind of person, because I can see past things that people would necessarily like be flippant about. So there's that. But yeah, so in terms of, but I've also really struggled with social anxiety. Now, going on these solo trips and kind of making that part of my channel now is something that like 16-year-old me really wouldn't have been able to tell. Like, she would have been like, excuse me, so we're getting on trains by ourselves with absolutely no fear? And it's like, yeah, we love doing that. It's like, what? Since when? Yeah, it's a very new thing. It's kind of in the past sort of 5 or 6 years that I've grown to love that. It's really kind of when I went to university and I discovered that like going to places on my own, like that weren't just Blackpool, which is like my local town, weren't that scary, and I really enjoyed it. So that's kind of how I started. It's like small steps, like starting to get over this social anxiety thing is like a very slow process, but at the same time, once you start with like the little steps, it really just keeps going and going and going. And that's at least what happened to me. Like, once I became desensitized to like the little things, bigger things became less intimidating, because it's like, we've done it once, we can do it again. But in terms of big kind of social gatherings, which is what I want to talk about, obviously today is the main point. I'm going off on tangents because I'm kind of rushing, but so yeah, so the main thing I wanted to talk about really was like big social gatherings and things like what I'm going to, where I haven't seen people in a while and I'm not sure how people are going to react to kind of my new personality with my heightened confidence, because a lot of these people I haven't seen, like when I last saw them I was quite sort of insecure. I was healing from like my abusive relationship, or I was going through things in my head that just meant that I wasn't like optimal in terms of my confidence. So yeah, but because so this past week, like, because I booked this trip like a week ago, so this past week I have been like going through all these scenarios in my head, and it just hasn't, it's just been on loop, and I've tried to sort of, it's made me not really look forward to this trip as much as I should have been, which is really why I wanted to make this video. By the way, this is the Made by Mitchell cream shadow in Ecliptic, the metallic blue one. I've used this quite a bit. I'm just taking like a fluffy brush, because what I'm going to do is basically, well, probably not this one actually, because it needs to be a bit more precise, but I'll throw up like my inspiration picture. But I'm basically doing like kind of blue, electric blue sort of eyeliner. I've got like some blue mascara, I've got the blue Sky High just now, and I'm also testing out a new foundation, so we're going to do that. It's all like red, white and blue, political YouTuber, makes sense. Anyway, so yeah, so I was going into this more anxious than I should have been, and I had to sort of sit with myself and be like, well, as I was thinking about it this morning, I was like, this should be like an exciting thing, and I'm not excited about it. So I was like, right, because I was building up all these like expectations of like who was going to be there, and as I realized kind of who was actually going to be there and who wasn't, it was starting to kind of, as I say, once you build up those expectations, if things start to break down, like not in the way that you think, it can really set you going even more. So I was trying to avoid that as much as I possibly could, but then as soon as I saw that was happening, I was like, right, I am a new person now, like in terms of my confidence, I am very much a new person compared to the last time I saw these people, and I just have to focus on myself. And I'm Christian, if you guys don't know, so I was talking to God about it. I was basically just like, Lord, help me out here. Like, I know that I'm better than this, I know that we can go through this together. And he was basically just like, focus on yourself and I'll do the rest. It was pretty much quite literally like a Jesus take the wheel moment, where God was literally like, yo, I got you, this is gonna be fine, you're meant to do this, this is all meant to be, you're absolutely fine, don't panic at all. And ever since I kind of realised that, I was like, okay, let me just release all these expectations and just focus on myself and how I perceive myself versus how other people perceive me, which is like the big thing, and like the big takeaway that I want to take from this clip is that, like, you know, all you have to do really is, and as much as it's easier said than done, it gets easier as you go along your confidence journey, which, by the way, my next few videos are going to be kind of about that, as I said in the beginning. So if that's something you really need help with right now, make sure to go like subscribe and like this video and all that stuff that you know how to do, because this is YouTube, it hasn't changed in a while. But basically that's what I'm going to aim to do now, is just like talk about my life experience and my confidence and try and sort of help people hopefully get to where I am, where I can just get on trains, book hotels, go on solo trips with myself and just absolutely love it. And yeah, that's where I want us all to be, because as women we need to get to that point in order to live the most fulfilling lives, in my opinion. So yeah, as soon as I released all expectations and was just like, Jesus take the wheel, whatever happens is gonna happen, that's when I felt so much better about this, and I was so much more relaxed. Because even like down to my outfit, I was so anxious about. I've never thought about an outfit choice so much apart from like before this one. I was like, why am I so anxious about this outfit? And then I was like finally choosing like a colour scheme and went with that. But yeah, I'm just going to go over that a little bit with the blue shimmery shadow in this mini palette, just to set that and just to add a little bit more intensity. I do love this cream shadow, it is very easy to blend down, it is very intense, but seeing as this is like an all night thing, because as much as the event is from 7 till 9, like I know we'll probably be going out afterwards, so I'll just have to make sure everything's all in place. That's looking nice now. Cool. But yeah, as soon as I just released all expectations, that's when things started to become a little bit more relaxed. And I started to just think about like, okay, one step at a time. Again, just to go back to that thing, just one step at a time, getting the train, getting here, checking into my hotel, just getting my food, which I haven't eaten yet, I need to eat. You know, just as soon as I got that out of the way, that's when everything seemed to kind of lighten up a bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer now. As you can probably see my eyelids, I don't have massive eyelids. I think I've done that eyeliner a little bit too big, but it's fine, I've done this before, so I'm just gonna add like a bunch of shadow like in the crease and everything. Not really like above the crease, so it's like from my inner corner out, which I really like to do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take this kind of iridescent shade here in the mini palette and just take that here, just in the, as I say, just in a corner, and then swipe it like that. And as much as it comes across a bit purple, but like it makes this cool sort of glowing effect that I've done before on my eyes, and it's gonna catch the light really well. Then I'm gonna go over it with the Half Magic Beauty, like the silver holographic glitter, so it's gonna look cool. It doesn't look like great neon light bathroom lighting, but under those club lights and like the venue and like under the lights in Manchester, it's gonna look great. So yeah, just take it, my advice to kind of getting there is take it one step at a time. Think, okay, like just focus on one thing and focus purely on yourself and say what you think of yourself and how you perceive yourself rather than how other people are going to perceive you. And trust me, it's all going to become a lot easier for you to just do the thing that you want to do. Go on the trip you want to go to, like see your friends, do whatever it's intimidating. Like if you just focus on yourself and how you perceive yourself and just getting through that for yourself by yourself, trust me, it's going to become a heck of a lot easier. And yeah, so let's say this is, so that's kind of, I know this is probably going to be like a bit of a short video because I'm not going to vlog that much today because that's not what I wanted to do. This is stunning, by the way. I got it as a replacement for like the e.l.f. one that I keep using, but I don't know, it's a different applicator as well, so, but it's fun. Then again, I'm just putting that where this was. Wow, it's so cute, it's so stunning. And I'm basically just gonna make a line of like holographic glitter there. Oh my god, it's so nice. That's so cool. That's gonna look so cool under the lights. Do you see that? That's so cool. That is stunning. Okay, cool. With the blue mascara, stop it. This is a slay. And I don't use that word unironically very often. But yeah, this is incredible. This was a great decision. I love myself. I love me. I love my makeup abilities. Yeah, this is great. Put a little bit more on there like that. Just a little bit more. A little bit more in here as well. Bro. It's very wet. That's the only thing I've noticed about these Half Magic shadows is that it's a lot of base. It's a lot of base, but hopefully that's going to dry nicely. As they under the lights, that's going to look incredible. But I just wanted something kind of simple because I knew I wasn't going to have a lot of time because I tend to leave things quite to the last minute. I'm just going to let that dry for a bit. I'm going to come back when I finish my makeup just to do final thoughts because I've got to film something else with this foundation. Content creator life, trying to make it work out here. But yeah, so I hope that helps, by the way. But as I said, I'm going to come back later with final thoughts. But yeah, cool. Okay, so this is what the makeup ended up looking like. I'm low-key obsessed. Like, the glitter's amazing. This lip, by the way, the Bourjois lip liner is so creamy, so well. I mean, I'll see how it wears, but so far, very nice. And obviously, using the e.l.f. lip stain, as always, over the top of that, kind of blending it in a bit, and I have to say, I am obsessed. Yeah, we shall see how tonight goes. Like I said, I'm still a little bit nervous, but now that I've been like, okay, at least I look good, whatever happens, happens, it's not on me, I'm feeling a lot more relaxed about it. So, hope that this little advice thing helps you. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any more of this vlog, whether this is going to be it. So, I'm doing a review of the Makeup Revolution Skin Soap Foundation on my Instagram as well as I'm doing this, so go over to there to see what I thought about that. But yeah, if I don't say anything else, hope you enjoyed this, hope it helped. I'm going to be doing more content like this in the near future, so like I said, if this helps you in any way, then great, that's the whole point, and I shall see you guys in the next one.